Right, we're on. Excellent. It's been a while. Welcome back to anybody who enjoys watching us. Welcome back to UberConstruct Gaming Does D&D. We've had, what is it, 5 weeks now? 5 weeks off.
5 weeks.
A long
It's been too long. I've been twitching. I don't know about anybody else. I've been getting the shakes. I've just been rolling dice randomly just to keep me going.
Lots of birthdays, and I got COVID during it.
Stuff happens. It's just been a busy month for everybody. And yeah, but at least we are all back. We are all in relatively good health. I will say relatively.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
injuries galore.
A broken hand, a broken thumb. Those two got COVID.
But yeah.
But
we're all,
it's not my dice rolling hand, so we're all right.
That's all right then. So yeah. So previously on Hetheria, I'll do a big recap this time because for all those who it's been a while. So I'll go right back to the beginning. May as well have a bit of a recap. You all met in the mining town of Hammerton, dealt with some goblin infestation in a mine, met each other, took a contract. Well, heard about the contract handed out by the Cromwell Leithern himself, the Sanctus Veritas. So on your way to try and claim this contract at the capital of Angel Run, you met with Oribella, who, having attempted to stay at her settlement, only to find that her settlement has been set ablaze by bandits, and her parents, along with the daughters of the neighbouring family, have been taken by these bandits to be sold to slavers. And you gave chase. You gave chase to these with Quentin, Oribella's neighbour. You gave chase on horseback and a cart, which, to be fair, slowed you down a bit. But you failed to save them initially. You didn't quite get to the coast in time. You got there only to see their ship heading down coast, out of your reach for now. So, a little downtrodden, you headed on to Angel Run, where you kind of set up for a little bit, had some bar brawling in a fight pit. You met with Cromwell Leithern, and Thunder got arrested for being a potential spy of the Alzadorans. Being a tiefling. Tieflings sometimes not very well received. How it is, unfortunately. One thing that Thunder was unfortunately missed the last session, but one thing of note which you did miss last session, they were all at the Festival of the Tree. And it was just frolics and fun and a little ritual just to kind of symbolise the end of summer and the coming of autumn. And but whilst everyone was having their fun and you were busking, earning some money, and there was a kind of a bit of a town crier going round, reporting news of children being taken near the Alzadoran border, and just generally, and reports of a spy having been apprehended within the walls of Angel Run. Even though by that point, obviously, you'd already been released by Cadell, having gotten the ear of the Sanctus Veritas, then had orders in hand to be able to release you. So yeah, you being free and having had a day of rest and fun, the day after you were going to set off in the search primarily for Oribella's parents and Quentin's daughters. with horses and a cart. I believe Oribella's horse was drawing the cart. Everybody else had their own horses. And from there, you set off without Quentin, because Quentin decided to put his skills as a farmer to good use in Lowfields, which, to be fair, he's very good at it. And they welcomed his many years of experience as a farmer. So you set off. You have just left Angel Run, heading south. And let me just bring up a map. Sorry. Right. Yes. Well, the thing is, you to head south initially to leave Lowfields. You are north of the river. So you have a choice of either heading around the wall to then try and get some sort of ferry across the river, which you know can be done, or which it will cost you, or you head down the river towards Havenford, which you can just walk through town because they have bridges across the river. It's up to you which way you want to go. Havenford will be longer.
Buckleberry Ferry.
Fair enough. It's the quicker route, and Cadell and Meridian know it doesn't really cost that much, really.
Let's ferry it.
Yep. So ferry it is then. So you turn right out of the gates. You turn right out the gates. You follow the wall around. Say farewell to the guards in a very passing sense. They've been rather confused at seeing the tiefling leave again. And you head around the walls and eventually come to, you see the lake. The lake is huge, but where the lake comes to a river which then leaves it, and which is where the Angel Run's walls begin. So at, I suppose, the mouth of the river. It's not really the mouth of the river. I don't know the name for it when the river starts off again from the lake. I'm sure there must be a name for it. But yeah, I don't know the word for it. But yeah, you get there. There's plenty of people around because there's a fairly busy dock further in on the river itself. And there are plenty of ships and boats and people, crates being unloaded and loaded. What are you doing?
And find me a ferry.
Are you going to go and find the ferry?
That's the answer. I knew one when I come with me.
Yeah, we'll go for a saunter right by the captain. It'll take us down.
All right.
Down.
So yeah, I mean, you all kind of trot up on the horses and one with a cart. But the thing is, not really going to be able to. Well, most of these ships or boats rather won't be able to accommodate a cart. They'll be able to accommodate horses, maybe, but it depends on the ship you'll be able to get. But yeah, you see one person who's just kind of finished unloading his crates and things. With what appears to be a reasonably sized empty boat.
Where are we going?
Just the other side of the river.
Just the other side of the river.
Yeah. It's not easy crossing.
Someone's sweet talking.
I'll give him a pang. Give him a backhander.
Don't give him a backhand. Just kick him into the water.
Yeah, take his boat and go.
Our boat now. I am the captain now.
I am the captain.
So what is happening?
I'm gonna. It's probably best that I don't. Someone else.
Probably best.
Cadell, come on, you're
Someone
military.
else.
Commandeer it.
Someone else ask him nicely.
I am not.
Yeah, just gonna say.
Good persuasion, because I am fucking shit.
Well, anybody. It doesn't matter what your stats are. Who wants to walk up and do it?
You do it, right?
Go on then, I'll do it. Come on, let's get going.
Go on, Brendan, go on.
Not swimming across this bloody river.
No, those are your options. Swim across with a horse, or
In a cart somehow.
my horse can't swim. Gerald doesn't like the water. Good man.
me? Yeah, good with you.
We need passage across this river. Can you help?
For yourself, who else kind of looks behind you? No, all of you.
Yeah, and the horses.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll probably get the horses on. Might struggle to get the cart on. We'll see, I suppose. How attached are you to it?
I'm not attached to it. The horse is attached to it.
He just gives you a deadpan stare. No.
Arabella, is there? We need the cart. Is there anything in the cart?
I was going to say, I think it's just a loose cart on its own.
If I remember, it did before. I believe your thoughts last session were that it was kind of a once you've kind of rescued people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be useful when we got him, but I suppose you just put him on the back of the horse.
Yeah,
I
we'll just put them
unattach the horses and kick it into the river.
Well, I mean, you can unattach
it. Hold the cart above my head and stand on the boat while we cross.
But no, you can't. So you can kind of very carefully lead the horses up a ramp onto the boat, and there is enough room for the horses to be on. There are quite a few points for rowers, and there's a good team of rowers on there. And it's like, yeah. Let's see now. For you and your horses, let's see a gold.
Gold piece each. Sounds
No,
good to me.
He was saying a gold piece each. Yeah, sure, yeah, fine.
You're not allowed to haggle anymore.
Oh, I was only asking.
So 5 gold then.
The 5 gold.
How about you keep the cart? We'll call
I was going
it.
to say, yeah,
I ain't got used to a cart, but a gold will do fine.
I'll give him a gold for my error.
He carefully takes it off your arm's length. It's just like it inspects it, and then before he pockets it. But anyway,
genuine Alzadoran gold.
He looks at it and it's not. It's Etherean. But yeah, it's they finish the last bit of dealing they needed to be done on the dockside, bring on the ramps, and then you just left the cart on the other side. Sure, somebody will claim it. And then they heave off and make their way across the river. It doesn't take very long, even though there's quite heavily loaded. But you've got a good set of rowers on this ship. It's a ship that's meant for short distance cargo ferrying downriver. Cargo goes downriver nice and easy, and then they tend to row back up. But just rowing you guys across is easy enough.
Nice.
You get to the side, put the ramps down, and then off you get. Right, well, good day to you. So,
cheers, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's still fairly early morning. Say the sun is pretty still low in the sky. So to head south, you kind of hug the side of the lake for a good while, and it is beautiful and serene. Well, in fact, on this side of the river, actually, before you actually do go any further, it is on the side of Dengal Camp, where Thunder was incarcerated, and where the military camp is. But you don't need to go into it because they've got their own docks, but you just go on that side, and with that thought in mind, you kind of hastily move on. They say you kind of hug the side of the lake for a little while. As I've said before, this lake is huge. It's just referred to as the Great Lake, also known as the Serpent's Head. But yeah, it's huge. You can't see the other side of this lake. It's truly massive. But you do see a few islands dotted around on there, and on these islands you can just about make out some large buildings on there, which you're uncertain of what's on there, but it's none of your business. So you heading south. You kind of get to a point where it's kind of what was kind of a well-worn path, but it's not a road. There are no roads headed going where you're going. It was kind of a well-trodden path, but as you kind of keep going, what kind of path just kind of peters out. You can't really see any kind of well-trodden route that everybody tends to take, because nobody tends to go this way with any kind of destination in mind, other than any kind of military dispatches, which don't always head direct from Angel Run south to the outpost, which is where you're decided to head first. Which more often than not, any kind of military dispatch would head out from Garden Springs first, and then head west out to the outpost from there. But Cadell, you've kind of done this journey before from Angel Run down to the outpost directly, so you know where you're going, and so you kind of
lead the pack along.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you kind of lead the way, and on the way you pass just an old kind of building that's just kind of, it's not in the great state of repair, but you know from past experience that some people have lived here, but it's not always the same person every time you've passed.
How long have we been for at this point?
Sorry, what was that?
How long have we been travelling for at this point?
It's late morning.
No, so we still
No. It's just one of these kind of buildings that probably was attached to farmland at some point, but has long since been abandoned at some point over the years, potentially during the war. You've absolutely no idea. And you keep going. I mean, no, there's not. No, I mean any kind of useful items like that have been long since pilfered, stolen, destroyed for firewood, or repairs for whatever buildings or anything like that.
How long is the journey to the outpost? Yeah. Do we know?
You know, I forget how much I said last week. Last session. It wasn't last week. It was a long time ago. I think I said it was something along the lines of 6 days. I think. But you can knock a day off that. Yeah, you can knock a day off that for now, not having the cart slowing you down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get through terrain easier, can't we? And now we've all just on horseback, so
yeah.
I was looking for the world map. Did you send us the world map?
I can send it you again. That's absolutely fine.
Exactly. I was looking for it and I can't find it in the
It's fine, I can send it you again. Just bear with me. Apologies for anybody watching. I just need to send the world map. And typical WhatsApp needs an update. Well, I can tell you now, on the world map, there's not a lot of detail between there and the outpost. Because primarily, that world map that you it's not necessarily you haven't acquired, your characters haven't even acquired a world map, so I shouldn't really show you, but Because yes, you haven't acquired a map as such. You decided not. Well, it's not that you decided not to. Nobody brought it up. So yeah, so really you shouldn't have a world map, but I will because I'm nice.
You're nice.
Because I'm a nice DM. I give people gifts and everything.
Yeah.
Gave you all snacky weapons and lovely
Yeah, I got
items
an
last
awesome
time.
cloak, didn't I?
You did get an awesome cloak, a cloak of protection. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Give you +1 AC and +1 to all saving throws.
I can't wait to get you on.
Very handy. But yes, so you carry on, and the kind of the terrain you've been going on is kind of rolling kind of hills. There's not a massive amount of hills because it's mostly what you think used to be farmland fairly close to the river and the lake. But
It
then
looks like between Angel Run and the outpost, there's 2 trees.
yeah, I mean, there's more than that. That's like they're representations of woodland. So there's like the odd sporadic patches of woodland here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see these, and as you kind of get later on in the day, the terrain starts getting a little bit more rocky here and there. It's they say that it's kind of grassland isn't great because I mean it's kind of late summer, towards the end of summer, and the grass is mostly yellowy in colour, and yeah, you don't tend. It's not a lush land for Theria. It's not great farmland.
It looks like it's flag.
Just
Sorry.
catch it.
Something around his head.
Pretend you're a monk and just. Oh no, I've dropped a dice. Anyway, but anyhow, yeah. So as you're getting kind of late on in the day, you know, Cadell from experience that there is a good place to camp, which is regularly used by military folk travelling to and from, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, we don't want to push the horses too far, really, do we?
Okay. All right, so you head for this campsite. So where you tend to have to go to get to this campsite is there's kind of a it's nearby a bit of woodland, but then there's kind of steep bankments that's mostly it's kind of a lot of mud and such on one side, and on the other is kind of a lot of rock. It's a bit like a small mini cliff face that's just kind of there, but it provides a nice bit of shelter for a camp, and there's kind of, unless people go over the top, there's pretty much just one way in and out. And as you get there, you can see that there's signs of a camp there. Not anything recently. It's probably days, if not a week old, possibly. And yeah, so yeah, there's kind of you can see where the old the campfire was, and there's a few kind of rocks that have been moved and placed round near to where that campfire was, so people can sit on it and such. Yeah, you can just easily kind of used as
Go and start firing.
yeah. Do you want to make a survival check then? Because the wood's nearby, it's easy to find wood for the fire. I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's just for starting a fire.
Just for starting a fire.
Starting a fire.
What was me survival? Oh, it's +3. Where's my D20 on?
Only you can answer that.
It's a natural 1.
Yeah, Cadell is just sat there for a good 10, 15 minutes trying to light this fire with his flint, just not getting anywhere with it.
Brilliant. Can you just make a big fireball for me? Just send it in. Me up.
Can I? Yeah, that fireball's probably not the best idea.
Yeah, that would obliterate the fire.
There's firebolt. Even that's probably going to be overkill.
Yeah, anything that does damage is is overkill. If it's just fire.
No, I could create dancing light, but that's not really going to warm us up. That's just going to be lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hell, right, what do you guys have a go at this? Because this is really pissing me off. I'm going to go have a little observe.
You don't have a piss in the woods. Right, go on, I'll try and light a fire. Do I need to roll a d20?
For just lighting a fire, kind of the old-fashioned way, then yes, you will.
d20. The survival modifier, is it?
Yep, survival.
Yeah.
Good bugger all. Then I've only got to roll a 4. Should be better than. It's a 9.
Yeah, I'll let you have that. Yeah. It's fine. Cadell warmed it up for you. Yeah.
Entire session's just going to be us trying to light a fire.
Light a fire, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you managed to get that fire lit. That's fine. And then yes, you managed to get that lit. And then as you're kind of faffing around, all stood around laughing at Cadell, you see from the north side down this path walks a figure in a cloak, and as he approaches, you recognise Colonel Pemberton.
Oh, good.
Yeah. The Colonel who had Thunder arrested.
What a twat.
Oh, this guy.
That Colonel.
Is he on his own?
He does appear to be on his own, yes. And he wanders up to you and it's like, he just bellows, Captain! So-called Captain Cadell. Major, it's Colonel to you.
Colonel, sorry, sir.
Now you've shown your true colours, as a true traitor that you are. I now will have your head for it. And at that moment, Cadell, you get the sense, a magical sense, through your new sword. You can sense danger. Is what the sense, the magical essence from your sword allows you to sense that danger. And as soon as you kind of get that kind of spider sense tingle in the back of your brain, it's a new sensation for you. Out of the stone wall to on your left side steps out two figures out of the stone face directly.
Oh dear.
And as they step out, they're already casting a spell as they walk out, both of them. The first one that steps out, as he instantly finishes the spell, as he steps out, just tends to let off a gentle glow about him, and then it fades away. And the second, as he finishes casting it, and all the sky above you darkens in with thick black cloud, and sleet starts hammering it down. It becomes bitterly cold, and all the ground around you freezes. And also at that point, these two figures, I'll describe them, are all in jet black. With a shield, a round shield with kind of a symbol on it, kind of a point, a bit like pentagram, but with a lot more points on it. And which, Cadell, you know these to be inquisitors of the military.
Oh.
They are effectively special ops. They're referred to as inquisitors. And yeah, they step out, and they also cast another spell straight away, instantly, straight afterwards, like it's been practiced and rehearsed. And two of these symbols appear in the air, and then they start spinning like saw blades, and they instantly move in to hit Cadell.
Oh.
With my danger sense, do I have enough time to?
With your danger sense, it stops you from being surprised, which means you and you alone will get a turn after they've finished, whereas everybody else won't.
Right, okay.
You'll get a turn after they've finished, and then everyone will then roll initiative, because it's an ambush, basically.
Welcome back to Etheria, chaps.
Welcome back. You've had a lovely stroll, uneventful day.
Time to get fucked.
5 weeks off and then a kick in the balls.
That would laugh a bit boring otherwise, wouldn't it? All right,
Jesus.
so
Well, I my shiny new sword, so fair play.
so let me just get this here. So you take from the first symbol that kind of comes in, take 9 radiant damage.
Ooh.
And then for the second one that comes in, ooh, that was bad. Take 15 radiant damage.
Whoa.
And then you then get a, well, you then see a bear with me, I've got pages of different characters. Digital rolling. Yeah, so then from out of absolute nowhere, from some of the greenery on top of the mud banking, an arrow comes streaking out and strikes Thunder on the back of the shoulder, taking 9 damage.
Wow.
Whoa.
Cadell, it is your turn.
Well, understandably, Cadell is very pissed off.
At the beginning of your turn, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, there is ice everywhere.
Well, can I rage before I move?
Sorry?
Can I rage before I do anything else?
No. You have to take
yeah.
the dex saving throw first. Then you can rage.
That's...
You won't take any damage from this. It's just whether you can stay stood on sleet ice.
7 + 1, so 8.
Nope, you fall flat on your ass. Yeah, ice everywhere, and it becomes incredibly slippy. Basically, you hear the fire of an arrow we're firing, and you look up to have a look, and you just have a glimpse of a hooded figure who then disappears quickly out of view, and that kind of you turning makes you slip, and then you fall. You start your turn prone. It is your turn.
Well, now I'm more pissed off. I'm raging on the floor, like...
lying on the floor, going,
lying on the floor, like, really pissed off. Right?
Fucking angry turtle.
Yeah, angry turtle, yeah. So, starting my turn prone, is it movement to...
It's half your movement to get up. But then... Okay, but then this ice in the area around you is difficult terrain. So it's it doubles the amount it takes to move, basically. To move 5 feet, it takes 10 feet of movement.
Well, you can't attack while prone, can you? So,
I think
try.
you can, but you're not within melee range.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why they did it.
How far away are these bastards?
They are. They are 40 feet away.
Oh, hell. Right, well.
That the colonel and the 2 inquisitors.
Well, say, hang on, sorry, 35 feet away. Sorry, what you're saying? Yes, there are 2 inquisitors, the colonel, and then whoever else it was up on the ridge.
So, well, all I can do is get up and just move as close to them as possible. Then that's my turn over.
Okay. How much movement do you have left after getting up? So 15 feet, wasn't it?
So I have 30 feet movement speed. Then
So down to 15 for getting up, and then you can only move 5 feet further forward on this slippery ice. There you go. That is your turn. Everybody roll initiative, please. Oh yeah, you could double dash. So you're absolutely right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Cadell, you could use your action to dash.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Fine. So it gives you another 30.
So, yeah.
So I rolled my dice and then picked it up. I was at 13. Like, why have I just rolled that? Yeah, the initiative all that. 13.
My sword gives me initiative on. Gives me a advantage of initiative rolls, doesn't it? So,
It
11
does.
for
Yes.
What are we doing?
rolling initiative, so just roll d20 to see who goes first. Yeah.
Oh, 3.
3 was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advantage. Shite.
I got 18.
Nice.
Someone's going first. Die problem. I've lost a die.
Thunder
Got
18.
it. I'm right. 29 for
Sneaky
29 for
bastard. Sorry, how much for Cadell?
Only a 9.
Oh, that's with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. I got a 2 and a 9.
Lovely. Sorry,
I bet the
Meridian.
11.
Meridian on 11. And sorry, what was Hector's?
13.
13. I think that's everybody. Thunder, Hector, Meridian, Cadell, sorry, Oribella.
I got 3.
3. Unlucky. Right. And then we've got the Colonel, them 2, and Sneaky. Right. Okay then. Top of the turn is Thunder. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
That just a D20, dude, yeah?
D20 plus your dexterity saving throw. It'll be on your abilities tab section. Your dexterity saving throw is +5. And you get another +1 because of your cloak. So +6 in all.
17 plus whatever.
Oh yeah, easy. That's fine, yeah.
Oh,
You are absolutely fine on your feet. It is your turn.
I'm going to invisible myself.
Invisible. Nice. Yeah. Thunder starts strumming away and then just turns invisible.
Yes.
Just disappears and is gone.
I know I've done that, but can I move? Or...
Yeah, you can still move. Yeah, that was your action.
Can I try
then-
move towards the arrow guy from where it panged me?
Yes, absolutely. Let me just bring up my map again.
I like this. Sneaky versus sneaky.
Yeah, so it's going to be difficult, very difficult, because he, from where you are, is a good 5, 10,
I'll be in
10,
that
15.
place.
It's 15 feet to where this kind of steep embankment is. And that is also covered in ice. So it'll take you 30 feet of movement just to get to the bottom of this embankment because it's everywhere's covered in ice.
Okay.
I assume that's your full movement, 30 feet. Into,
Yeah, that'll do me.
but you can
Dash, yeah, yeah.
dash, yes.
What, like, try and
Oh no,
dash
you
it?
can't. You can't because you used your action to become invisible.
Yes.
Have you got any bonus action you could use?
Yeah, I can bardic inspiration, can't I?
Is that a spell or a racial trait?
It's
Class
a
trait.
bonus- It's a bonus.
Class feat.
It's a class feat, so
Yeah.
that's fine. You can still do that and remain invisible, yes. If you were to attack or cast a spell whilst invisible, it'll break your invisibility.
Right. So I'll do that then. I'll inspire
Fine. Who are you inspiring?
the pole master.
Okay. Hector, you have bardic inspiration. You can hear this music on the breeze coming from wherever thunder is. Yeah, and you
Start
are
tapping my feet.
thoroughly inspired by your invisible bard.
Imagine everyone like, where the fuck is he gone? Like,
He's just poof, gone.
Play the
He's
tune.
gone.
Poof out and gone.
Yeah.
See him, but I can hear him.
Yeah. Which at that point, you see the colonel, his brow deepening scowl. He reaches into his cloak and draws out a device none of you have ever seen before. It is
Dildo.
fairly short, about that, and slender, some sort of mechanical device from what you can gather, and
This
point,
motherfucker's
point,
gotta go.
points
he's
it
got a
at
flintlock, hasn't he?
he has got a flintlock. Points it straight at Cadell, who is
Brought
raging.
a gun to a knife fight.
He did. He brought a gun to a knife fight. He brought a gun and inquisitors to a knife fight. You take. Sorry, no, this is to hit first, isn't it? Sorry, my apologies. To hit comes first. I'll use that. Yeah, because I was rolling to hit. Because I rolled a d20. I'm like, that's not damage. No.
I was going to say, Jesus.
No. Sorry, let me just find his
Cheers, Vic.
But 20
bonuses.
damage. Blows your head off.
15 to hit. Does that hit you, Cadell?
I'm class 13.
Then
Yeah,
yes, that does hit you. He then does
Yeah, I'm alive.
not that one, this one.
Dog. How's that?
Whose is it?
Get out, Yogi. My sister's.
Oh, hello.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
Go on then, get
See,
out.
we
So
brought a
you
dog to
Hello. Get out.
hi. Yeah, you take
Go on, Yogi.
7 piercing damage and 3 radiant damage, a total of 10 damage. Halved to 5, yes.
No, not 50. Jesus.
Yeah, you can take 50 damage.
50 damage.
No, it's not.
Did it?
No.
Oh, Jesus. This shit's getting intense.
No, it didn't.
Flintlock pistol. 50
Um,
damage.
Double-barreled flintlock pistol.
Yeah. And that is his turn, I believe. Let me just double check. Yes, that's it. That's him done. So that makes it Hector.
how far away from
You
the bad guys out of my.
are it's 35 feet to get into melee.
35 feet into melee. So,
But it is rough terrain. Oh, by the way, you need to make
Alright.
a
yeah. Sorry,
dexterity saving throw.
So 19 plus.
Oh yeah,
1, I
that's
think it
fine.
is.
You're fine
Yeah,
on your feet.
unnatural 20. So rough terrain, does that mean movement's half?
That's correct.
Okay, in that case, I'll move. Well, 15 to them, to whoever's closest, and then I'm gonna use an action
Mm-hmm.
and shall bear with me a second.
Okay.
I will look at the captain, and I shall.
Is in your
But-
captain or the colonel?
Nice. The colonel.
Colonel, right?
Colonel. Yeah, sorry, he's a colonel, isn't he?
Colonel
I don't
Pemberton.
know why I wrote captain. Yeah. I'll shout the word Strowl and aim my shield at him.
You're going to blind him.
I'm going to blind him.
Cool beans. What was it again? Is it what was the save?
So it is a
Nice. Is that what you picked up? from that
DC.
That's his shield, yeah.
tomb? Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
DC 15 Constitution.
Constitution. Come on, Pembers. Let's go. Constitution, is it saving throw?
Yeah, saving throw.
He fails. And you blind him. He goes, ah!
Aye.
And yeah, he's blind.
Nice done.
Blinded for a minute.
Whew. Okay, yeah, well
10 rounds.
that's 10 rounds, yeah.
Cool.
Prick.
Um,
I
think
don't
he-
like him.
I think-
I really don't like him. Gets right
Good.
up my ass.
Good.
he gets to.
That means I'm doing a
he
good
gets
job.
He gets to repeat the saving throw at the end of his turns.
At the end of his
So
turns.
at the end
Right,
of
cool.
end of his turn.
Right,
so he'll
that's
be
cool.
blind for his next turn.
DC 15. Right, gotcha.
And then I think that's all I can do. Yeah, I can't get any closer than that's my
Yeah,
action.
well, you've
I
blinded
can
him.
do the
That's
Blinded him.
a good
Let's
one.
go.
Right then, Meridian, you're up.
Right. Let's fuck some shit up.
Yeah, come on, Meridian.
Right. So first off, I'm gonna use 2 of my sorcery points to double dip. I'm gonna use a magic twin spell, but I'm gonna do a level 2 spell, so I've got to use 2 sorcery points. So I can use the same spell on 2 different targets. I'm going to cast Scorching Rays at the 2 Inquisitors.
Okay. We'll do the first one first.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Scorching Ray. You do 3 rays anyway.
It's three
Three
rays
rays, yeah.
for each. Yes.
So it's,
so it's 3 rays
so
each.
3 each. Oh,
So
nice.
6,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, he's double dipped.
Got my rolling to hit.
Yeah, it's your spell attack.
Oh, attack is a plus. That's a D20 plus my spell attack modifier.
That's correct.
It's been so long, I can't remember what I'm doing. Right, first dickhead is an 8 plus 5
Misses.
hit. Mother.
I was gonna say just blinded for anybody who doesn't know. So I'll read the thing. A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any check that requires sight. And this is the main one. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So anything you go at the person. So if you target in the main guy, the colonel, advantage. But I don't know if I can't remember who you targeted.
No, it was targeting the two Inquisitors.
And I've missed one of them already. Right, second one.
Well, no, it's 3 hits for that one, isn't it?
Oh, so it's 3 hit. Oh, right. Okay.
3 hits
so
on that
Yeah.
that one guy. Yeah.
Right, one's missed. 17 plus 5.
Yeah, that one hits.
Right, and the third is a 3. Right, so 1 hit
One hits.
out of those 3. And Scorching Rays damage is
2d6, is it?
D6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. You're in some pain.
A 6 and a 1.
7 damage.
So
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm going to use.
And right, roll your 3 attacks for the second guy.
18 plus 5.
How much? Sorry.
18 plus 5.
Oh, yeah, that's 1 hit.
10 plus 5.
Misses.
Jesus.
Ooh,
And-
15 misses.
And 8 plus 5.
Misses. So
Six,
roll your
so-
2d6 to hit that one.
6. Wow. 10 altogether.
10, was it?
5s. Yeah,
Yep, cool.
that was a fucking shambles.
Cool. Right. Then it comes down to one of the Inquisitors' turns. Right, which he will. First off, he will his spinning spiritual weapon, which is what it is. Will. Let's mark off where it was on the map. It's got plenty of movement to be able to reach Cadell, and it will aim for Cadell. You're the primary target.
this tosser brought special ops to fucking fight.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Is and a gun.
Special ops and a gun. Oh yeah, I'm just going after a drag tags, but I'll take.
That's
Military or anything. Like I just got some orders to get.
so Cadell. That's 10 radiant damage, halved to 5. And then will. Bear with me a second.
Oh, there's a guy on the hill as well, the archer.
Nope,
Yeah,
no, there's
well,
not.
He's probably got a sniper rifle or RPG or something up there.
No, you know full well from the arrow sticking out of Thunder's shoulder before he disappeared. It was an arrow. it was a bow.
Not got a rock.
Invisible Nathan's on his tail. Though.
Oh,
Yeah. So this Inquisitor casts a spell, and some energy builds up in his hand, and fires it at Cadell, which does. Sorry, gonna need more dice.
Assuming he's already hit me.
Yes, he has already hit you. The radiant, the spiritual weapon is a bonus action, and this is his actual action. 14 damage halved down to 7. Right, so I'm just marking off his spells. Right then, that means it is Cadell's turn.
Fucking bleeding and coughing up and spitting blood out onto the floor at this point.
Yeah, well, you may need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh god. What's my dex?
Oh, I didn't do a dexterity saving throw, Tom.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah.
Well, we missed it. Never mind. That was that. We'll have to make you roll 2
to be
next
fair,
time.
you didn't move. You didn't move.
You could have still cast it from the ground. Yeah.
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 It's and then
Well,
got
I
up
think
without
it's-
any penalty. So yeah, we'll just
you have to use half your movement to stand up. So it's
14 plus 1, so 15.
15. I do believe that's a
Stay on my
pass.
feet.
So that's fine. Yeah,
I am still on my feet.
you are still on your feet,
Ugh.
and your rage subsided.
I took damage though. My rage stays if I take damage on my turn.
Oh, does it? Right, fine. I noticed it attacks, but it's attack or damage, is it?
Yeah.
Right,
If I
that's
don't
fine.
attack on my turn, but
Oh,
if I
you'll be
take damage,
you'll be taking damage. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm fucking, yeah. I've taken a fucking lot of
don't
damage.
you worry about that.
Yeah, you'll be taking damage. So yeah, so I assume you're moving towards these guys. There are the 2 Inquisitors stood. They are 15 feet away from you, so 10 feet and you'll be in melee range. And they are them 2, and then another 10 feet behind that is Colonel Pemberton.
The nearest one to me
Okie doke.
is getting moved into friggin' melee range.
Cool, you are
And then-
in melee range.
I am swinging said longsword and said hand axe.
Okay,
into
roll
guys
to
bloody shit.
hit with your sword first then.
both. Oh shit! Yeah, let me down. 9 plus 6, so that's 15.
That's a miss.
Jesus.
You
Christ.
swing in and basically they just bring their shield up and ting.
19 plus 6.
Yeah, that one hits. So your axe goes in. Basically, they lift their shield up and you go ting, and you just bring the axe under their shield, boom, right in his ribs. Roll your damage, good sir.
6 plus 4, so 10.
10, nice.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. Yes.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
into
more
his
slightly.
hacky hacky.
Oh, hacky,
Hacky hacky. Right. I believe that is your turn then. Yes.
I believe.
You've moved, and that was an action and bonus action to do 2 attacks, wasn't it? So, yep.
Yes, that is me. Bye bye.
Right. So that's the cleric next to him. So they are clerics. If you haven't figured that out already. So the cleric next to him. Let me find his. Right. After seeing. After seeing Hector send a blinding beam of light at the colonel,
Said Colonel.
the said colonel cast a spell at you, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh. Can I add bardic inspiration to saving throws, just out of interest?
Thunder,
I believe
can
you
he?
can.
I think so.
I thought Bardic Inspiration you could apply to anything. Probably.
It won't be anything. There'll be limitations to
No,
it.
it's not anything. I just can't remember what it is. I think it is, but just
Bardic
1d4.
inspirations, one.
Okay, inspiration die.
yeah. Just see what I can use it on.
The self-inspiration die. Can add it to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws. So yes, you can.
I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I rolled a 9. 4 plus 4 on my save. So it'd be 13 plus 4 on the dice. So it'd be 4, so 17.
Yep, that passes. That's fine. You as it's kind of cast on you, your vision starts to disappear, and then you remember that you get that catchy tune in your head, and basically that your inspiration snaps you out of it. You shake your head, and your vision
what's in
comes
my head.
back to you. Yeah, he was trying to blind you, basically. Yeah, and then he then turns his spiritual weapon towards you.
Towards me.
Yes.
He's pissed off he didn't get blinded.
Yeah, he's turning it towards you. Which I'm assuming 9 will miss you. 9 to hit. Yeah. So yeah, he comes in. You can raise your shield and twing, against it. Okay, that's him done. That makes it Sneaky Bastard's turn, who out of seemingly absolute nowhere again sticks his head up and has a quick shot. Again, it will be at Cadell.
Is this the guy I'm after?
Yes.
Yeah, sneaky guy.
Is he on top of
the
some
ridge.
battlements?
It's not a battlement as such, it's just a mud banking, which is now covered in ice, so it's going to be difficult to get up there. But, yeah, that's where he is. Somewhere up there. There's like some shrubberies up there, some greenery up there that he's hiding behind. He's just stuck his head out once more. And he will be doing...
Sorry, Oribella has just ran into the bushes to go for a quick wee before.
That's okay. We're firing the arrow at, now no longer being able to see thunder, fires it at Cadell, but he misses.
Nice.
Having to re-aim to somewhere else, and it just whistles past. And then he disappears again. And you don't know where he is. Can no longer see him. So that makes it Oribella's turn, but we'll wait a moment. I know she's rushing back from the opposite bush from the road.
Just gonna get some. It's time for my painkillers.
Yeah, no worries. Injured players.
Yeah.
Everyone's injured.
Take a healing potion, you'll be fine.
God, I wish.
I know, innit?
Does Meridian still have these fancy healing potions or whatever?
Yes, he does. He has three healing potions.
Yeah.
3 lesser healing potions.
Just what's the layout of? Just go through how they're set out again, because I've lost in my head where everyone's sort of placed.
Right. Okay. Sure. Let me just bring my battle map back up. Right. That's not the battle map. That's the battle map. Right. So, there was the campfire where Meridian and Oribella still are, because Meridian didn't move. Oribella hasn't had a turn yet. You have moved a little bit further on from that, and then Thunder, who is invisible, is just a bit off to your left, but you can't see him. Then a good, another 15, 20 feet or so in front of you is Cadell, who is engaged with, he's in melee range with one of these Inquisitors, not the other one. They are side by side, and then 10 feet beyond that is the Colonel.
And then that other dude's just up on a muddy embankment near me.
Yep. All the way along your left is this muddy embankment, and he is hiding in the greenery up on this top of this embankment.
Cool. Right, and then that to our left is a muddy bank. Did you say?
Yep. And then on the right-hand side of camp is like a rocky, like a 10-foot of rock thereabouts.
Okay. So that's my quick sketch. Sorry, it's hard. So campfire, Oribella, Meridian, Thunder, me, Kiddo, 2 Inquisitors, Colonel,
Sneaky Bastard.
Yeah.
Is that SB?
It is, yeah.
SP. Yeah, sneaky bastards. Yeah, I've just initialed everybody. I put CS
Fine.
for campfire as if it's a person.
Campfire. It's a point of reference. It's fine.
What initiative is he on?
What, the sneaky bastard?
Campfire. No,
Uh,
campfire.
Oh, campfire. 0. Oh, in
Literally
fact,
zero.
the campfire's gone out.
Spend.
The campfire went out when
simmering away.
the snow and ice came down.
Yeah. Alright, so he's dead. So he's
Yes.
rolling desperate. Save
So
himself.
yeah, he's dead. Yeah. Oribella, it is your turn.
Right. Sorry, I'm back.
All right. It is Oribella's turn.
Need to throw. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
it's
dexterity saving throw, not a dexterity straight dex. It's a
Good.
saving throw, which are generally a little bit better.
So we got ice pushed.
+1. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Ice pushed.
6.
Ice pushed by bastards.
It was only a 6, so she slams.
Yep, you fall
ass.
prone.
Oh,
Um,
You can throw that.
What can I do with him?
No, just say you can throw it up to 20 feet.
Give him a slap.
You can, so you can throw 20 feet towards the wizards.
Do you want to be my character?
No, just in case you didn't know, I was just telling you.
Pulling out my bag of tricks.
These Inquisitors are 35 feet away from you. It will take.
If I pull my hand into my grab bag tricks and pull out some sort of creature.
Okay, little furry creature. You can throw it 20 feet.
Pokeball, go, go.
Yeah, Pokeball go, literally.
Roll a d8, please. Roll a d8.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Each
something
number.
good. Come on.
Badger, I choose you.
yeah, each number's a different creature.
No, that's not.
Numbers we want. and
Just roll a
that's-
d8. Yeah.
Right, I found it. I found it. That one.
Yeah.
Right, so a D8, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this
Yep.
what I'm pulling out?
Yeah, it's your
Yep.
creature.
Right, come on, it's not good. Fucking 7.
Ooh,
I know
that.
what that is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. As it lands, it will then starts to morph and get bigger and bigger. Its fur turns grey. The fur gets shorter, but it gets bigger. Sprouts legs and a long nose, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it is a direwolf stood there.
Oh, that's handy.
We've got friendly direwolf. Oh,
Friendly direwolf. You can give it a orders now, which it will do on your next turn.
Nice.
What do I have to do? Just tell it? Or
Yeah, you can telepathically tell it.
Kill the guy that's blind.
Attack, kill. That's fine.
I'm just going to go kill.
That's fine.
The guy was blind.
That's fine. Yeah, and instant acknowledgement of that, and starts in their direction. They look a little bit worried. And
gigantic direwolf.
I need to get direwolf stats out. I don't know.
I was going to say, what abilities does direwolf have?
Well, the fact
but
that
it's
the
seven,
colonel
like
is still blind, so he's no idea what's going. He's just stood there.
No
He
idea.
he can hear it and like,
oh,
oh dear.
It's prowl.
Growling at him. Getting ready for pound.
What would that be on? It'd be in the player's handbook, I believe.
Anybody else notice that D&D Beyond seems to have been updated because some of my spells have changed?
Have they?
I thought that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that. I thought it was me.
Chromatic orb has changed.
I'm glad you said that because now I'm like a bit.
Oh.
'Cause the poison's
Not
very
player's handbook.
That's fine, but I don't have any spells on fire.
In what way has chromatic orb changed?
It was, I think it was 2d8 a d6 damage, and then you select
D6.
one of the 2d8s were whichever damage it was, so you selected one of them.
And
It's not
Two
really-
D8
Yeah.
plus a D6. Well, now the D6 has been abandoned. It's 3D8 damage.
Yeah.
You just choose what damage type it is. You don't go by the dice
Oh
roll.
no.
All right.
I've updated it
Well, that's
'cause
pretty
mine's-
good. That's even better.
Yeah, and if you use it on a second level, use another D8. So second level chromatic orb now is 4D8 damage.
That's nice.
That's
Nice.
a proper powerful spell now.
Yeah.
We've just noticed that,
My poison spray is now a 1d12, which it wasn't before.
and it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
It's a 1d12, a cantrip.
Oh,
What? All right. All right. Fine. We will not
We just
question
know.
the
Yeah,
D&D Beyond.
Said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
What a weird.
yeah. So your direwolf has been summoned. I have his stats now in front of me.
Is that
Um.
my god?
That's an action.
That's an action. You have bonus actions and movement if you wish to take it.
So what do I do?
It's half movement to get to standing because you fell over, slipped on the ice.
But you could do something else while lying on the floor as a bonus action, can't you? If you didn't want to stand up.
Got a magical
How far
aura.
away-
I know it's that you've been talking about chromatic orb so much. You're like, oh.
Like, that's awesome. How far away is Cadell from me?
Cadell
Around there on the floor.
is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away from you.
Right, I'm going to use my healing
Yeah.
word on Cadell.
Okay.
Got 60-foot range on that.
Oh yeah, easy.
So
Nice.
what is that? D20.
You can use it as a tier 1 spell or a tier 2 spell.
I think.
I don't know if that healing word is a tier 2, I think.
It's 1 and 2.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, you're in a pretty bad shape, so I think maybe second level.
Entirely your choice.
And
Which is 2d4 plus 3.
Yep.
how many fucking dice?
Ooh.
It's that one, isn't it? That's a 4, isn't it? Yeah. Two of the triangles, isn't it?
yeah, a little pyramid one.
Yeah.
Ah,
They're
middle
the
one's
D4s.
gone. I think I've lost it in the box.
D4s.
Yeah, it's there. There's one.
The two of them.
So 2 of them, then
I need-
plus.
I need to mark it up.
Yeah.
So level 2, 2d4,
And then plus 3.
3.
Whatever's aiming at the top.
I was going to say I can't work this out.
Yes,
I'll do it,
that's
so
a
it's
4 and a 3.
4 and 3 plus 3,
3 on each.
6. That's 10.
Oh.
Right?
4 plus 3 would be 7.
Yeah, plus 3.
Plus
and then
3 is
3
10.
plus 3 would be 6. 6 plus 7 is
What are you on about?
13. 6 plus 7.
What are you on about? Yeah.
What are you on about?
Sorry,
It's 10 in total. No, you don't add
thought you
3
said-
to each roll. No, it's
Right, okay, right, sorry.
4, so that's
Right, sorry,
10.
yeah, my bad.
3.
so
10,
yeah.
Nope,
Just
that's-
trust in what she's saying. It's 10. You heal by 10.
Well, that definitely helps me. Definitely
Well,
helps
that
me.
helped you a little bit. All right.
Yeah. Definitely helps me.
I'm still level
Cool.
4 on the ice.
So are you you can get up and you can get up using half of your movement, and then you've got the rest of your movement try and move somewhere, which not very far, but you can try.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So you can just get up and then move.
Get on that fucking
Right.
direwolf.
Just try and stand up.
Yeah, you can just stand up automatically. You don't need to roll anything for it. That's just half your movement used up, and you can move then 1 square further forward. You can with what's left of your movement if you want to. It's your choice.
Grab the ram.
That's fine. Yeah, you're not a frontline
Oh,
fighter.
if
It's
not,
absolutely fine.
I'm a direwolf.
But you stand up. You summoned a direwolf. You fell on your ass. Threw a poker wolf at him, and then cast heal on Cadell, and then got to your feet. Awesome.
Yeah, do we know what direwolf can do?
I've got direwolf stats here. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because obviously
the-
she's someone that she know what it can do.
No. But you know it's friendly and you know it's a direwolf.
Well, me, so it's
It can bite
gonna
and
hurt
is
us.
nasty.
It's nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna hurt or ask it.
It is big, can bite, has teeth. Will use. Right.
It's just stood there snarling the whole time.
Right. Top of the round.
Ready to go.
Thunder. It is your turn. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, really? Again?
Yep. It's every time you start your turn in the ice field.
The ice field covers. Where's it covered? Just us or them as well?
It stops just short of them.
It's 16
Got
plus.
it.
This is well practiced. They know what they're doing.
16 plus whatever my thing was.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. You've saved it. It's
That's a
fine.
lot.
Yeah, that's plenty. Your turn, good sir. So you wanting to try and scale this?
I'd like to clamber up to this dude, yeah.
Okay. Make an athletics roll, please. It's difficult. It's not only is it a pretty steep embankment. Normally, I'd just say you can clamber up it as difficult terrain, but it's then also sheet ice as well as. So make the roll, please, good sir.
14 minus 1, so 13.
Yeah, that's still fine. That's just done it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right,
So hang on. So it's still half movement. So yeah, so it's a total of 20 feet of your movement to get to the top. It's 10 feet, but it's used up 20 feet of your movement to get to the top. You still can't see this bloke, but there's like several bits of greenery amongst you, like bushes and stuff.
Right. Fuck.
What are you doing?
Can I not move again?
Yeah, I mean, whatever's left of your movement.
I'd like to move just towards the bushes invisibly as quiet as I can.
Well, you can only move one extra.
I tell you what I'm going to do.
What's that?
I'm going to cast hang about. I'll cast Thaumaturgy. And I'll scream like a horrible banshee behind the foliage to try and get this guy to shit himself.
All right. You do that, and it certainly makes him jump, and then you can see part of one of these shrubberies rustle. So you know roughly where he is.
Okay. Well, that's a cantrip. So do I get to do something else or not?
If was that an action?
It's a spell.
Yeah. So if a spells could be an action or bonus action, it will state on it. It'll be like 1BA or 1A for an action or one bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's an action. So you still would have your bonus action and your little bit of movement left.
Okay. Well, I'll move in if
that
I
direction.
Can. Yeah, in that direction.
That's cool. Yeah, you head in that direction. It's still not quite enough movement to be able to see him, but you notice you are on now the edge of where this ice is. You are currently still in ice, but the moment you step any further forward, you'll be in nice, solid, non-slippy ground.
Non-slippy ground.
Non-slippy ground. It is not covered in ice any further forward. So that is your turn. Coolio. And the Colonel's turn.
Sorry, can I also bonus action? I'll
sure.
Inspiration Cadell as well. I can do it a number of times.
Absolutely. Yep, that's absolutely fine, yeah.
That.
Cadell, you have a Bardic Inspiration.
And we can use that on saving throws, can't we? We did.
Yes, you can, yes. So then it becomes the Colonel's turn, who they're blinded, enraged. Blinded by the light.
When you blind, would that mean you can't use the range, or do you just use?
He can. It's at disadvantage.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, he knows roughly where Hector is, because he's got
There you go,
this white spot in his vision. That's all he can see. So he'll just aim for that white spot in his vision and fire his pistol again. And wildly misses. He doesn't know where he's firing. But he gave it a go. He then attempts his saving throw and then snaps out of it, and his vision is back.
Oh shit!
But that was the end of his turn.
Yeah.
So that makes it Hector's turn.
Nice. Alright. Oh, dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw, yes, please.
17 plus 4?
Oh yeah, plenty,
21?
plenty.
Alright, so can I use... So could I get into range with them if I use all my movement?
Yes, you would have to use a dash as well.
Yeah. Dash as well.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that.
Okay.
How far away is the colonel from the other two Inquisitors?
10 feet behind them.
10 feet behind him?
Yes.
Yeah, so the Inquisitors are
Okay.
in front of them.
Inquisitors are side by side, and then 10 feet behind them is cowering the colonel.
Alright. I line up so that I've got them two and him in a 30-foot cone.
Okay. 30 feet forward would be... 10,
But if you use your initial movement first,
20, 25...
Yeah.
30 feet doesn't quite reach the colonel.
Doesn't.
No, not
is that even
quite.
if you've used your initial
If they're,
50?
if they're only 10 feet, yeah, if I use my movement to get into range.
You're... if you're using your move, sorry, for some reason you're right, yeah. When you said you didn't want to do that, for some reason I replaced your marker back to where you originally were. Fine.
Yeah, just my
yes,
movement as close as I can, and then then three.
I assume then you would want to go kind of across that way a little bit, so then you can cast it without getting Cadell in there as well.
Yeah, trying not to get Cadell, and then I'm just gonna hold my shield up and shout, "Massa mocked!"
And then a blinding, much wider beam of light spews forth from your shield. At which point then, what was the DC on that?
15. 15 Constitution.
15, right, let's do the first guy.
Look, we've got a
You have a direwolf.
Such a terrifying beast.
Oh yeah, the direwolf would have to roll on that, I think.
Oh, is it in there?
Hang on, let me just double check where the direwolf is.
He can't because he was thrown 20 feet.
I thought it was
No,
about
yeah,
side
no,
by
it's
side.
you are in fact about side by side, yeah. So that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. Yep, he just manages to save that on that first guy. Second one fails, and then old Pembers saves.
So just one of them.
One of them, yes.
Ah, bollocks.
It's the one that Cadell is in combat with saved. The one he is not in combat with is blinded.
Yeah.
Well, it's better one than none.
Anything else, Hector?
Yeah. I don't think I can. I'm not in melee range just yet, am I? Like,
No,
just
not yet.
out of it.
No, yeah, you're 10 feet.
I'm out of my bonus. So yeah, I'm not close enough to use my bonus. So
Okay, fine.
yeah, done.
Right, okay then. Meridian, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna use dexterity. 9. That's nothing.
Yeah, you fall flat on your ass.
Kid. Right. I am gonna cast level 2 chromatic orb at an old dipshit.
Which one? There's the blinded one not in combat, the not blinded one in combat. The Colonel dipshit. Right, sorry.
Fucking arsehole. Right, so that is a spell attack +5, and that is a fucking natural 1. Move on.
It goes straight past everybody. Great big explosion in the background.
Just lay
Okay.
Just lay on the floor.
That was an unfortunate 2 turns for us there.
Yeah.
Only one blinded.
It's a broken thumb, really.
Meridian, Meridian, you're done then. Right then, goes down to the cleric who is in melee range with Cadell. You're in melee with him.
I always thought the clerics were like in bloody like robes and shit, but in this are they in like bloody
No,
armor?
Clerics are always in armor, mate. Yeah.
Clerics
are armored as fuck.
Man, they're hard.
Yeah. They've got AC 18, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if they got shields, Dan has it. Man.
Yeah. So, first guy. Let's see now. Yep, okay. So then he will come in with an attack on you.
Surprise.
Yep, so that definitely will hit you. And then that will deal one of them and one of them. Uh, 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of radiant damage.
So that's 3 damage.
3 damage in total. Yes, please. But then he gets a secondary attack. Because he can. And the second one misses.
Second one misses.
Second one misses. Yeah. Yeah. His second attack goes wide. So yeah. That makes it your turn, Cadell.
Well, we know what I'm doing.
Bosh bosh.
Indeed, bosh bosh.
Yeah. So sword first.
What's me? I should know this off by heart now, but I don't.
Your bosh bonus.
I believe it's +6 for your boss bonus. Is 6 for your boss bonus. And we go for 20 and a natural 20. Thank you, motherfucker.
Ooh. Okay. On your sword as well. So roll your damage, double the dice, but not the additional.
Right, so that's a D8. It's going to be a fucking 1. That's me D8. 4. So
doubled up to 8.
So an 8 + 4, so 12.
12 damage. That is a nice chunk there, mate. Nice chunk. Just take that off of him. 12. Yeah, you slice it into him. He's not liking that. You that dug a good way into his shoulder. Second attack then, please.
Second attack. That's only a 12 plus. Oh, it's +6 though, so it's not. It's a 18. Does that hit?
That does hit just, yes. If you equal their armor class, you still hit them. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So that's the
Um,
6. 6. Oh, it's another 10.
another 10.
10.
Yeah, you. Wow. Well, that will do him.
Do him.
That's
Straight into
that's him
chest.
done.
Bang. Watch the blood splurt in my face while I'm raging, pissed off. You little bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, just into his chest. You dig deep into his chest and raging, push him down to the ground, and just blood pooling on the floor.
Yay!
Right. Then it's the turn of the guy next to him, who's just witnessed this happening. Who then will
witness anything? He's blind.
Oh yeah, he doesn't witness anything at all.
He just hears the splat and the blood splattering on his face. And like,
yeah.
He's just stood there going, Dennis, Dennis.
He hears it, and his
Why did you spit on me?
spiritual weapon goes swinging in your approximate direction. Because he doesn't know exactly where you are.
Oh yeah, of course.
But that is 15 to hit.
Which hits.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's quite a big weapon, and it just kind of swings in your general direction. Yeah. And this is him. So okie doke. So this then will do. Does that have any extra added to it? Yep, so that's 12 radiant damage.
Right, so that's another 6.
Reduced to 6. Yep. And so that was his bonus action.
And I'm staggering back, bleeding and huffing and puffing and...
Okay. Let me just read the wording on this spell. So he will. Oh no, that's the wrong spell. Nope, he can't do that because he needs to be able to see. It's alright.
Nice.
So at which point then he will. Nope. All these spells like, oh, something you can see. Nope. Nope. Again, something you can see. You've properly scuppered him with not being able to see anything. Okay. So what he does, he then drops. No, he doesn't drop it. Sorry, no, that's a lie. It's not another. So it's fine. No, he casts a spell. It's an area effect spell. He doesn't need to see shit. It's a sudden, loud, painfully intense noise erupts from an area between you and Hector, and so Hector, Cadell, and the direwolf will need to make a Constitution saving throw. Arabella, do you want to roll for the direwolf?
Was it D20?
A D20, yep.
Ooh.
Constitution.
Well, that's a
saving throw.
2 + 4. So that's 7. 7 for me.
Oh, yep. Yep.
13 for me. Oh, wait a minute. Can I use my bardic inspiration?
You can.
Yeah.
So is that D6?
John?
Sorry? Yeah,
Is that a
D6,
D6? Yep, D6, yep.
+2 to 15.
15.
in
I'm
so-
not going for the direwolf.
yeah.
Just roll
Oh.
a d20. I've got the stats for the direwolf in front of me, so you just roll for the.
Wait a minute, I've got a
D20.
+4 on my Constitution saving throws that I didn't realise. So I've actually got a 19.
Yeah. So right. So you save. So let me find the spell again. For some reason, whenever you look away from it and then try and look back, what you're looking at disappears.
It might have a really good saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. It's just roll the d20. So what was the direwolf's d20 roll?
7 + 1.
No, it was it was a 7.
Yeah,
His
plus
constitution is +2.
Right.
But it's not enough. So it's just whether you take full damage from the spell or half. So he will take. I need another one of these. It's not a great roll. So Hector takes 7 damage. The direwolf takes 7 damage, and Cadell, because you passed your saving throw, takes half damage down to 4, and then because you're raging, takes half damage down to 2.
Nice. I'm still just standing. Wobbly legs, but I'm still there.
Direwolf didn't like that one bit. So then that's at the end of his turn. It was a fairly lengthy one. He gets to do a Constitution saving throw and really annoyingly fails. Okay. That makes it Sneaky Bastard's turn.
Oh, fuck it, I forgot about him.
He then Thunder sees him appear from out of the bush in front of you.
Oh, nice. Reaction attack.
No, because it's not in melee range.
I just know where he is.
He knows where he is. And then sees Cadell and has a shot at you.
Oh, God.
17 to hit.
That hits.
And then we'll do a total of 9 piercing damage. Oh no, plus and a 2 radiant. Oh no, not 2 radiant, because you like killed the guy, giving him that bonus. So yeah, 9 piercing damage, which is dropped to 5.
So it hits me, and I'm on one knee with my hand on the floor, spitting out blood.
Ooh.
Like,
At which point then this guy sees the state that these guys are in. One of his fellow Inquisitors down, the other one blinded and struggling. He then starts moving away, still makes efforts to try and hide, but Thunder, because he's hiding from everybody that's down the bankment, you can still see him.
Yes.
But yeah, so he's sneaking, trying to sneak away. Yeah. It's Oribella's turn. Oribella and the direwolf's turn. Do you want to do yourself or the direwolf first?
Direwolf first.
Okie dokie. The direwolf does need to make a dexterity. No, he does still need to make a dexterity saving throw, because it's the guy who's still standing who cast that spell.
Then.
A d20, please. Yep.
19.
19. Well, yeah, I don't even need to look at what bonuses are on that, so that's fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. This direwolf, having the speed of 50 feet, can easily catch up to this first cleric. And then we'll do. It'll go to bite him. No, you try. Why am rolling? That's right.
What
So
am I rolling?
roll 2 d20s and tell me his best. Well, add 5 to the best one.
2 d20s.
Yeah.
Yep, add
Sorry.
5 to the best.
Is that me? Yeah.
16 plus 5.
Yeah. She's got him.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
got him.
Yeah, Direwolf clenches on and roll 2d6 plus 3.
Nice. Normal die. Normal box standard
2 of
die.
them, yeah.
2 of them.
Plus what?
Plus 3.
Am I adding these together, or is it the best?
No, just add them together.
Yeah. Right.
7, 9 plus what?
No, a 6 and a 4.
What's in that?
It's 6.
6. Oh, right. 6,
So that's 10
10 plus whatever it was.
plus the 3, so that's 13 damage. Very nice. But he's still standing.
Direwolf tromps down on his shoulder.
Yes.
See, Direwolf
The massive direwolf now stood in front of him. The Oribella, it is your turn.
I'm miles away from in the water.
How far is Oribella away from?
Oribella
Set.
is, I think it was about 35 feet away from this guy.
The Cleric?
Double check, yep.
Can I use my fairy fire?
Yeah, he's 35 feet away.
Fairy fire is 64.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually tell me what to throw. It says visible.
Oh,
I don't
you
understand.
click on Fairy Fire.
Is it area
Yeah,
effect?
that's easy. 20 foot, yeah, so that's...
So,
What's up?
Yeah,
Fairy
it's
fire.
Yeah, it's not an attack.
to spell that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it highlights everybody within the area that you're casting, and it
Is he wearing armour?
Oh, yeah, he is.
he is, yes. You
Can
can.
I use heat metal?
Yes.
To make his armour set on fire. Oh, well,
Melt.
melt.
Well, yeah, it glows red with heat.
2d8.
You need to roll hit with heat metal?
Any creature
It's
physical
a
contact with the
2d8.
object, 2d8 damage when you cast the spell. Yes. So what's your damage?
Yeah, 2d8, roll it.
2d8.
Does he have to make a concentration check for his icy thing?
That's a
For the
good point, actually.
direwolf damage.
Have I been checking that? Yeah, let's have a look. Does he? What's a concentration spell?
To be fair, it might not be a concentration spell.
It might not know, but it's right. It's a good thing
That's-
to check.
I was just thinking it makes my
Oh,
turn easy.
you're right. It is, and he should have done.
Okay.
It's them ones. Diamonds.
2 of them.
We'll,
Yes, it's just 2d8.
roll that now.
Nice.
10.
Okay. He passed that saving throw anyway. 10 points of damage. Okie doke. And then we'll need to roll another Constitution saving throw to keep the spell up. And fails. So yes, the ice storm around you fades away, and the ice melts beneath your feet. Yeah, nice one. He after being his chest plate is radiating with heat, and he's screaming in agony. He is it's burning him and it's hurting a lot.
And at the start of his turn, he has to do a
Double
Constitution
check that.
throw, or he takes damage again.
Yeah, because his metal's still hot.
If it doesn't,
It's
it goes
Constitution
disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks to start next turn. If the creature is holding away on the object and takes damage from it, which it has, until the spell ends, you can use bonus action. Oh no! On your next turn, until the spell ends, you can use your bonus action to each of your subsequent turns to cause the damage again. It's not on his turn.
Right.
But
Okay,
on
right,
his
fair
turn, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw or drop the object, which he can't 'cause he's wearing it. Otherwise, he will have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Nice.
There you go. So that's Oribella. It's Thunder's go.
Yeah.
You are chasing down this guy. You the ice beneath your feet has melted. He is 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's 25 feet away from you now.
Well, if he's
Which is-
fleeing.
Yeah, that's within your range, though, isn't it? Easy.
No, but
It's
If he's
question.
fleeing, last time we let someone flee, they got a load of fucking direwolves and came back.
Yeah. Just out of
There is that.
just meta- if you're in and you attack someone, do you get like a surprise attack or?
No, not unless you're a rogue.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I should have been adding that extra damage bonus on those attacks he's been making, but I didn't. Oh well.
I thought he was a rogue. I was
Yeah,
like,
you're right. I should have been adding an extra 2d6 damage to all those attacks, but oh well, I've done it now. It's too late.
I'll run after him then.
You can, yeah. He's
Yeah,
20. He's 25 feet away from you.
I didn't
What do you want to do? Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think he's a rogue, but I don't want to say anything.
You should have done. In all fairness, like.
I know, but I was like, he's
I wanna-
just going to kill us.
What are you doing, Thunder?
I'm invisibly running up to him.
You are invisible. You can run right up to the back of him, because although he is moving away from you, he's stealthily doing it, so his movement is slower.
I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. I'm casting
Right in his face.
Thunderwave on his ass.
Okay.
Do I get some sort of advantage on that because he can't see me?
No, you don't.
No.
You can do it as a level 2 though, can't you? And do fucking double damage.
Yeah. Well, I rolled it. I got 10 damage.
Is it just area effect, or is it an attack roll?
Oh, I need to roll attack roll first.
Well, it depends what the spell says.
Isn't it like just a code in front of you?
It's a wave of thunderous force sweeps out.
Is
from
it
you.
thunder wave? Is it?
I think.
It's thunder wave, yeah.
Oh, yep. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he passes.
All right.
Did you cast it at level 2?
I did, yeah.
Okie doke. Did you roll 3d8 damage?
Yes, I got 10.
10. So then I do believe he takes half that damage down to 5. Okay.
Savage. Cool.
Yeah, which as you do that, it drops your invisibility.
Yeah, bad times.
So at which point he just gets blasted in the back by you striking this power cord, and like he looks behind you and sees you there and is somewhat worried by what is happening.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah.
This massive tiefling just
Yeah. So you doing anything else?
No. I think I can.
Well, you've got a bonus action left, whatever you want to do with it.
How many enemies are still down there?
There is just the one cleric, Colonel Pemberton, and the guy in front of you. And that's it.
I'll bardic inspiration for wizard.
Meridian.
Meridian, sorry.
Bruh.
There you go. You've got bardic inspiration. What's the
Yeah,
range on bardic inspiration? Is it just anyone who can hear you, or is it a range?
60 feet.
He's not in range, I don't
Is
think.
he not?
It should be just, isn't he?
What? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, just. He is just in range.
Just in range. There you
Yeah.
go then.
There you go. You've got bardic inspiration.
What? I can hear something.
Yeah. It sounds
Only
proper
just.
inspiring. Yeah, so that's Thunder's go. It is Colonel Pemberton's turn. Thoroughly pissed off with what's going on, and can see. So, makes an attack roll against you. Yes, and I do believe I'd hit you with a guiding bolt last turn, so he gets advantage on that.
Who's he here?
Cadell.
Ah, no.
So that would be a 16 to hit.
Back in,
Which, yeah.
in the memento, guys.
No worries. Pemberton with his old pistol. And that is 11 damage, halved to 6.
I've got 2 hit points left. So that is
Oh,
me.
every time it's always 2 hit points.
No, I've got 2 hit points.
Oh, you
so
had
that is
2
it.
hit points. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
am now
he
very much.
draws his pistol against you, fires, hits you square in the chest, and you fall face down in the dirt. He has a smug look on his face as he starts withdrawing from battle.
Is that me dead now? Is that my character dead?
No. You are unconscious, bleeding out.
Oh, right, okay. All right.
You are dying, not dead.
Right, okay.
Okie dokie. Yes, he has started to retreat from battle, having seen how things are turning. But he is just really pleased that he's managed to. He thinks he's killed you. Yeah, and he's retreating from battle. Hector, your turn.
Father, Colonel.
He is now. He is now 55 feet away.
55 feet. 55 feet. That's a long way.
Yep.
Getting away though. I'm gonna move towards him and then
30 feet.
dash towards him as well. Get up in his face.
Melee range.
So you're dashing up to melee range.
Yeah, dash up to him. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bonus action my Polar Master attack.
Don't you have to have made an attack to be able to do that?
Yes, I do. Okay. In that case, I'll do it in a different order. I'm going to action surge. I get another action, and then I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Attack with 7 plus 6. That's a 13. Yeah, it's a 13.
It does not hit.
Does not hit.
Nope.
Alright. In that case, I'll use my bonus.
Yep. Your bonus
Polar
attack.
Master. Yeah, and that's a 16 plus 6.
Yeah, that definitely hits him.
Alright, that does it.
16 plus 6.
Yeah, 22.
Oh yeah, that easily hits him.
So then I'm gonna expend the superiority dice
Okay.
to make that a trip attack.
Okay. So what was
through
the
his legs with that one?
What's the damage on it?
So the damage on it is D4. It's just 4 plus 4, and then
8.
I get to add the D8 to it as well. But it's only 2, so 4 plus 4. So it's 10 in total. But he has to make a DC. He has to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okie doke. What's the DC? Sorry.
14.
Fails. You trip him.
Fails.
Yeah, you trip him,
Well.
he falls prone. Yeah,
That guy's on the floor.
he's looking well miffed. Right. Okay. So that makes it Meridian's turn.
Ah. Right. I'm going to have another crack at second level chromatic orb.
Okay.
Bastard.
At who? The
At the Colonel.
Colonel, what's the range on the spell? Because he's now moving away.
Chromatic orb is 90 feet.
90 feet. So that would be... We said it was 60 to Thunder, and then... Yeah, you'll be able to get him. So that's fine.
Right. Come on, dice. Let's have a good one. Fucking 4. They're
That-
plus 5, so 9.
To hit? No. Oh,
Bollocks.
and he
Oh, hang on,
is...
Bardic Inspiration. I've got
But
Bardic Inspiration.
he is also prone, so it's
Oh.
at disadvantage
You've
to
got
hit him as well.
disadvantage.
Right.
Because Hector tripped him up, so he's lying down, so it's harder to hit with ranged attacks.
What does Bardic Inspiration give me?
1d6.
So I get a 1d6 on top of.
If you
the
want
9.
to use it, yeah. But it's at disadvantage. You need to roll 2 d20s and take the lower of the 2.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's my bad for tripping him up, but I don't want him getting away.
What was the last one? A 4. Fucking 19. Typical.
So yeah, so it was 4 plus
4.
whatever, yeah,
Plus 5, so it was a 9, and then I get to plus a 6.
plus
Which is
d6.
a 5. A 14.
14 in total
Yeah.
does hit him.
Thank fuck for that.
Whey!
Right. Now we're talking. Right.
Come on, man.
So 4
Yeah.
d8s.
48. Come on.
One,
Dead. Dangerous.
2, 3, 4. And I am going to select what sort of damage shall I give the dirty little, lightning damage. Lightning damage right up the penis hole. So we have 1, a 3, a 3, and a 4. So that's 6 and a 5. So what's that? 11.
11.
Yeah.
Then do you have a plus on that?
11 damage.
No, it won't be, will it? 11 damage.
11 lightning damage.
Okay.
He's literally just been zapped up the back side while he's lying on the
The
floor.
dick hole.
No, right, okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you have to pretty much curl this lightning bolt that you summon, curled it over the top of Hector and struck him with lightning while he's lying on the floor. He's now looking a bit fried, but he's still alive. Okay. That's Meridian.
Hold up.
What?
No.
Unless
no,
you've
I'm not
got
having
something
him.
else.
Yeah, I've got something else.
Right.
I have still got 2 sorcery points, so I shall
Dear.
use 1 sorcery point to use Quicken Spell, which allows me to use a cantrip as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Firebolt. So, how long does Bardic Inspiration last?
No, it's only
long
one
that I'll
use.
use it?
It's one use.
That's
Yeah.
it. You've only, 1
Right, so
You've got disadvantage again.
It's disadvantage to
Crosses
roll
on the floor.
twice.
Right, so
Take the lower.
2 d20s. Right, hang on. Is there another d20? Come on, I've got hundreds of fucking dice. Here we go. Right, 2d20s, a 9 and an 11. It's the 9 plus 5, so 14 to hit.
Yep, just hits him again, yeah.
Right, a firebolt as a cantrip is 1d10.
It's a very nice cantrip, is that?
Yeah.
Which one's the d10?
It's the one that has that goes 0 to 9.
0, yeah,
Yeah,
0 to 9.
there we go.
That's the 0 as the 10 then.
It's a 10! It's a 10! Oh, I've rolled a good roll at last.
And you fling it at him, and that will finish him.
Colonel fucking dead.
Yeah,
Nice.
Picking the bird as he's dying. That's be the last thing he sees.
Down.
he's going to struggle to see it from like 90 feet away, but
Yeah, and
lying on the floor, being fried
I
and
cast
blasted.
minor illusion. 5
Still
foot
tipping the bird.
bird right in his face.
Yeah,
Right,
nicely.
right.
I'll give him a real.
Yeah, as
That's
you've
what
just
you get.
you tripped him up, and as you've been lying there right in front of you, lightning strikes him, then a fireball blasts him, and yeah, you could see he's lying there, eyes open, not breathing.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Gun.
At which point it is the cleric's turn.
Oh shit. I was so excited.
Yeah, I run right past him just to get to
You-
the other
You
guy.
did. To be fair, he should have had an attack. No, he wouldn't because he can't see you.
I was gonna say,
He is still blind, so I'm going to say no, he wouldn't have had.
And he's also got Direwolf right in front of him.
It wouldn't
And his
matter
armor
if it's
got
an
fire.
attack of opportunity. Is an attack of opportunity. So what is he going to do? Blind.
Doesn't he have to roll it?
No, that's at the
At the
end of
end.
his turn,
Right.
unfortunately.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
And last time he failed, which was really annoying. So he will. Do a. Yeah, he will heal himself because he can.
Oof.
Okay. Yep. He has healed himself some. Which you don't know, but he is already looking a bit healthier. And then he will run, basically. Run
If he
away.
runs, the Direwolf
He gets an attack of opportunity, yes.
Yeah.
But he can't see the direwolf, which is probably for the best. Roll an attack roll for the direwolf +5. So please, Oribella.
He's got advantage
If
as
that's
well.
what they get, that's close.
Oh yeah, with advantage, yeah. So roll 2d20s and take the best one, yeah.
And then the best one +5. Yeah. Come on, Direwolfie.
Oh shit! 10 best one was 10.
So 10 + 5 is 15.
Does not hit.
Ah.
Yeah, he just snaps at him and just misses, and then he manages to sprint away to in the way that he knew is not towards the direwolf.
Up the hill towards
Is
the
it-
teeth.
Is he sprinting
Is it
straight
towards
past
me?
It will be towards you, yes. He doesn't know
Does
where
he get
you
Does
is.
he get in my range?
He, because you've got 5-foot range, I assume, because you've got your shield out.
Yeah, it's only 5. Yeah,
He's
5 for the minute.
just outside your range.
Just outside.
I do believe. No, he will. He'll pass. He will pass you. Sorry, my bad. Because he's dashing as well.
Wait. He's dashing. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
as he gets within my range, I'll
Yep.
take my opportunity attack
Attack of
with
opportunity.
advantage.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's two fours. So
That will be a miss.
Great.
And he can't even see. He's just running in a direction. He just feels the breeze of a spear just brush past him somewhere. And yeah, he is off. He is a good 15 feet beyond you. Right. That was his turn. The rogue. Roguey rogue. This rogue.
Wait, does he have to roll to see if he's still blinded?
Oh, you're right. Good shout.
Yeah. That's a good point. I hope he.
And he does. He succeeds, and he's no longer
No.
blind.
Shit. That's everything. Well, no, you didn't
It
remember
doesn't
at the
fuck up
beginning of his
everything.
turn anyway, wouldn't you? And you rolled anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It just any attacks on him up till then would have been rolling with advantage. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, this rogue. He starts casting a spell.
Rogues can get spells.
Yes, they can. Certain type of rogue. A trickster rogue. Arcane trickster, yeah. That gets spells. And he casts it upon himself. And then runs away. And then, because you moved right up to him, Thunder, you get an attack of opportunity. Yes. With your rapier.
Come on, Thunder. Swipe his bloody ass.
Stab him in arsehole.
Yeah. Pointy.
Is it just a D20 to hit or?
Oh, it's your attack roll. So that would be with a +4.
So a D20 plus 4.
Yep.
Alright.
14 plus 4.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
got it.
you hit him.
Really?
Roll again.
You rolled
Three
your damage, which is 1d8 plus 2.
That's what I need to roll, isn't it?
Yeah, D8.
Come on, you little bastard. There she is.
Give him a poke.
7.
Is that including the +2?
No, 7 plus 2.
So 9 damage. Nice. He then will need to make a Constitution save to see if he can concentrate on his spell, which he does. And you hit him as he turns to run, but then as he actually starts running, he is moving spectacularly quickly, and within his turn manages to get 180 feet distance.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Expeditious retreat triples his movement range and then double dashed.
Does that mean that
he can
he's out of battle. He is run.
Yeah, you know. Action. He can move, action, and bonus action dash. Like,
oh yeah,
move.
Yeah. He can. Yeah, and
move and then action dash, bonus action dash. Yeah.
Oh right, well then in that case he's moved even further.
And he's just
bonus
lifted
action dash.
Yeah, right, because they get a special extra action which they can do for like movement and hiding and stuff like that.
It's like cunning action or something.
Yeah, so he's actually gone 270 feet then.
So yeah, he's gone.
Pew, he is gone. Yeah, because casting that spell is a bonus action, thankfully. Yeah, so he's gone. He's out of sight and disappeared. At which point then it is Arabella's turn. There is the one Cadell. Oh, in fact, did we do Cadell's turn? Or did
No, be death
Right,
saving
that round
throw.
three, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Do
need to
death
make a
saving
death
throw.
saving throw, please, sir.
So what's my death saving throw then?
Roll a d20.
Just D20.
And it
Just a d20.
right. Okay.
10 or high. 10 or high is a success. Anything on the
Right.
other
So your
failure.
saving throws don't even count towards it. Or
No,
anything.
no, nothing. It's just
No,
a
no,
straight
no.
d20.
It's a 13.
Yep, you've
Success.
succeeded this particular death saving throw. Congratulations.
I've
You're still
clicked
dying,
on- So I'm still dying, but I'm not.
but you are not dead. Oribella, it is your turn.
Are you doing the wolf first, or are you doing it yourself?
Yeah, there's the wolf.
I'll do the wolf first.
All right. The wolf can catch up with the cleric, but will have to dash to get to him. Which it does, because those were the commands you gave it last.
Does the direwolf have any bonus actions?
No.
No. All right. So it's just straight.
Yeah.
It's just chasing this guy now. Like
It's just trying to, but he's back into combat range again.
Right.
He cannot outrun a direwolf.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Rolling a d20 to see if he gets him.
No, he's caught up to him. He can't do anything else. It
Yeah,
is
so the
it
direwolf
is your turn.
And now
Right.
it's your turn.
Um,
Excuse me.
can I use my level 1 healing word on Cadell?
You can. You're within range. Yeah.
Like, you know,
And your healing word is a bonus action as well. So you'll still have your movement and an action, and you could use your healing word as a bonus action.
I'm not near enough anyone to attack, so.
No, you're not near. Well,
No,
depends on
he's well outside your range, I think. But
how far away is he? Out of
he
interest.
is.
He's only 15 feet ahead of me.
Yeah, but you chased after.
Yeah, I chased
what's
after
his
it.
face?
I'm low.
Yeah, you're actually off my battle map right now. So 30, 35, 40, 45,
Is
50.
it just that one guy?
Yeah, he's just this one guy.
He's about
Right, well,
80, 90 feet away from you.
I can't.
Well, that's
I
not
can't.
that bad because you can move 30 feet and then your spells have a 60-foot range. So, if technically, so you could move you 30 feet and then you would be within range of a ranged attack.
Can I move? Use my movement and then my second level ice knife. It's got 60-foot range on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So are you doing the ice knife or a heal?
Well, you can. The healing touch is a bonus action.
But it's a spell. You can't
Yeah, you
do
can't do one
two
spell
spells.
Spell, I can only do one
Yeah.
spell.
Oh,
Even if it's even if one's an action, one's a bonus, you can only do one spell. But you can do a spell and a cantrip, but not two
Yeah,
spells.
So, right. Well, in that case, I'll run towards him and then use my frostbite. 60 foot
as a cantrip.
as a cantrip.
Okay.
So that's 1d6. 1d6.
6. Nice.
6.
And then what's the frostbite actually do if it hits?
I imagine it's just frost damage. It's a cantrip. I don't know.
It
Let's have a
is
look.
You cause rumbling frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. The target must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes the 6 damage.
Yeah.
And
Disadvantage on
takes
next weapon attack.
roll before the end of its next turn.
Okay. All right. So make the attack roll. You cause? Oh no, it's not even an attack roll, is it?
No, it's just a straight hit.
It's just a
He
straight
hits
hit.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. When he fails, it's straight.
He does fail, so he takes 1d6 damage.
Yeah, and then he's now got disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yes.
Weapon attack roll.
So I
Yes.
can still use a spell now, can't I?
So you can then still use.
So I'm going to use one. Am I close enough though, actually?
Yeah, you're within 60 feet of me, yeah.
Level 1 human weapon. So that is 1d.
1d4 plus 3. So either way, you're going to bring me out of death, which is good. No matter what you do, it'll bring me out of death.
Yeah.
No. Was a fail. Start again. So
It's a 2.
plus 3, so it's 5.
So it's 5 hit points. So does that basically bring me back to 5 hit points?
Yes.
So,
Right.
so I can get rid of that success, and then healing 5.
You're alive.
I am now back.
He's alive.
Still on one knee, spitting blood out, but I am at least conscious again, and
Yeah. You are conscious again and not dying, which is always a plus.
yeah, which is good.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Oribella's turn. Thunder. At the
Well,
top.
I'm up on my own now.
Yeah, that guy ran away. These guys are.
Very far away. I imagine it's wearing the opposite direction.
No,
aren't
I
they?
mean, 60 feet where all I can do is move towards the party, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. 60 feet towards us, yeah. And then you
fair enough.
could you, if you dash 60 feet towards us, could you not bardic inspiration someone?
He could bardic inspiration someone anyway without dashing.
Yeah.
But it has to be within 60 feet. doesn't it?
Yeah, he's not that far away from you
Is
guys.
Is everyone dead, though? Is it just one guy left?
It's just one guy who's running and has got a direwolf on his tail.
And me.
Yeah.
And Hector, yeah.
And Hector's right next to him as well, yeah.
Close.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother. I just don't see the point.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to dash towards the group and then let.
Right. You dash to and slide down the embankment and just arrive next to Cadell and Oribella. Cadell being in a very bad way.
But I'm at least standing now.
Yeah. If you, I wouldn't say you're standing yet. You were healed. You're still lying on the ground. You're still lying on the ground, questioning your life choices.
Sputtering.
Yeah, coughing, spluttering, blood.
Colonel's dead. Hector.
Yeah.
Hector.
Yeah. Move up to this guy. Take an attack.
You can.
11 plus 6. I'm gonna expend. The superiority dice. They're all 11 plus 6. I think that makes that 17. Expend the superiority dice.
Mhm.
So that's 2 out of 4. You made our precision attack.
Okay.
So roll a d8 on top of that. So I think it will hit. Yeah, so plus 7. So 24.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
Oh, rolled a 1 on the damage, so that's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okie doke.
Yeah, and then I'll take a bonus attack as well. Oh, which is a 16 plus 6, and I'll make that a grappling strike.
Okay. For your
Extending.
sure.
Yeah. So it does.
How much damage?
3 plus 4, so 7 damage.
7 damage. Okie doke.
Yeah.
Yep.
7 damage, and I think it's a strength. It's like a contested strength, and I add the D8 to my strength, so it's.
You add D8 to your strength.
Yeah, I had the superiority dice roll to
Ah.
strength check. It's an athletics check, in fact. That's what it is.
Yeah. Athletics check versus strength, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's so I've got 6 plus 6, 12. So So 17 is.
He's rolled an 18.
Oh, never.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So as much as you deal a decent amount of damage to him, you try and grapple him, but he's like, fuck off, get off. Yeah, and you've not grappled him, so he can still move. But
Well, he's got an ass, you know, 'cause he's got 5 pissed off people and a direwolf on his ass. So,
and a direwolf chasing him still. At which point that is Hector's Meridian's turn.
As I do that, can I be like, give it up, man. You know you're not gonna get away.
You can. Yeah. He's heard you. Yeah. He's not responding.
he's special ops, they're basically bloody commandos. So.
Yeah.
How far away is he
Trying
from
to
me
kill
now?
himself before I give up.
Yeah.
He's plenty far away now. 15, 20, 25, 30. He's 100 and something feet away from you now. Let's say 110 feet away.
Yeah, way off Tom's map now, like way off his map.
Yeah, we are off the map.
10. He's 110 feet away.
I'm sure some of
Move.
your spells will
You
reach.
can move
I was
first.
going to say I can, yeah, but I've got Chaos Bolt, which is 120 foot range. I can still
always
get
that.
him.
Wow.
Or
Just think we are going to be after this because it's night time, so. Well, it will.
yeah, I was going to say we're going to rest anyway, so I can do everything. I've got 30-foot movement. The ice is gone.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll move towards him 30 foot.
Sure. 80 foot range.
80 foot. So then I will cast Chromatic Orb, which is a 90-foot range.
Okay.
That's him. D20.
Come on, it's him. Come on.
It's a natural 20.
Ooh. Nice.
Right.
So roll your damage.
As a spell, when you hit a natural 20, is that also double damage?
Yes, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still
Jesus.
it's still an attack. Yeah.
So this could be really
so I've got
nasty.
3d8. So I'm a doubling.
You're doubling the
Doubling
3d8.
your 3d8s, man. Yeah, you
So
literally just.
So
you might just make him vanish.
whatever you roll on that 3d8, you roll you double what you've rolled. Yeah.
Right, hang on.
Oh,
You could literally just make it like disappear into the nether.
oh, good. It's not good.
D8. It's a D8.
I'll get like 3 8.
That's a D8. 3d8s.
Come on. Oh, no.
A 6, a 5, and a 3.
That's a 6.
That's enough to finish him. That's absolutely fine. You don't need to calculate it.
Go on, give us a description, Meridian.
Go on
Give
then.
us a description.
And I will. I'll use fire damage then, and I'll just fucking disintegrate the fucking
incinerate
to
him.
ashes. Total incineration.
There you go. Yeah, you make a bit of a movement further forward. Absolutely launch this fireball. Well, not fireball. It's effectively is a fireball. You created. You changed your chromatic orb into a massive ball of fire and launched it at him. A nice long range shot and just struck him in the back and completely incinerated him.
God, poof, gone.
Nice.
Poof, gone.
Yeah.
Completely
Victory Tower.
gone.
Yeah, that rogue's still done a runner though,
I
Yeah.
like that.
and we don't know where to.
It's gone.
And our
Yeah.
DM
Long
has
gone.
a habit of.
Yeah,
I don't know what you mean. No idea what you're talking about.
Or he might have shit himself that much that he's decided to not try and come after us again. You know. As the first
You'll see.
part of action, I would like to slowly stagger over towards the Colonel. I would like to spit in his face and kick his dead body. And then
Yeah,
I
well,
would
he
also
is scorched and burnt, and his body is in a really bad state.
I'm also like to search him for anything that he may possibly have in his pockets
That's
or
not incinerated.
yeah,
He-
it's not incinerated. That maybe
He's got a pistol.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's got a pistol
Yeah.
and some ammunition. He's got a pistol and 15 shots.
Wow. Give that to a shit.
Anything else?
But his armor, which was leather, is incinerated.
So,
No, he does have on him 20 gold pieces.
Bosh.
Nice.
Um,
Fancy sharing them?
yeah, I will split this amongst the party because they all helped me kill him because I practically died. So, what's that split between five?
Four.
Between five.
Sorry.
Doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
each.
4.
Right, I'll give everyone 4 each, then I'll keep the. Oh,
Just
sorry.
4
Yeah,
each.
it does work, yeah.
4 each
Four-
is even.
4 gold to everyone then. 4 gold to
Way!
everyone.
Maths.
Could I check the 2 inquisitors and mainly
Well, one of them's kind of ash.
mainly
That's
just to see what state their armor's in and whether it's
It's a
salvageable.
bad state.
Where's you go?
One of them was incinerated and has teeth bite marks through it. It's been completely blasted. And the other one had a sword through one shoulder, an axe through the chest plate into him. It has a great many holes, and it's not
Very nice
salvageable.
plate helmet that's selling.
Does it look? Would it be?
His shield's
salvageable?
alright.
I can't think. It might be.
You could salvage it, but then you'd have to take
Take
it
it
to
to
a
a blacksmith.
smithy's to fix
Yeah.
it.
Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up,
Okay.
hold up, hold up, hold up. I've got a new cantrip.
Hold up.
Let me just have a quick read. I have a new
Mending?
cantrip called Mending.
Yes, you do.
Spell
Mending?
repairs a single break or tear in an object that you touch, such as broken chain linked to halves of a
As
broken
long as the
key,
break
blah, blah, blah.
isn't a foot bigger, which isn't. So, given a little while, you can repair it. Yes.
Right, then I shall cast Mending on Hector's brand new chest plate, please.
Yeah. I'd say that you'd have to spend a bit of time on it. You can't just do it straight away because there's lots of different bits of where it's broken and such. Because it's each time you cast Mending is one break or tear or bit of damage. But it's a cantrip. But it's a cantrip. You can cast it every 6 seconds, effectively. So I assume you're going to set camp back up.
Yeah, we're going to set the camp back up. And what Meridian is going to sit there repairing Hector's new breastplate.
Yes.
I imagine the Inquisitor.
It is, for reference, it is scale mail.
Scale mail. Can I add that to my inventory?
You can.
This
Hey.
could be game changing.
Yep, scale mail medium armor.
Which you can wear.
AC 14, but it gives you disadvantage for stealth.
I don't care.
We're not the stealthiest party in the world, are we?
I ain't sneaking stuff. I'm up to AC 19.
Woo! There you go.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, thank you.
Feel strong.
This is where you need to give Meridian a pat on the back and go, cheers, that mate.
Yeah. Well done, already.
Can I just give the remains a quick once over, just see if there's any magical items that might be of any use?
No, I mean you have a quick look over the what remains of the cleric, and what you realise is the back of their shield has some runes on the back, which you know is magical. But you know that they're just using it as a focus, an arcane focus, like you do with
Right.
your staff.
My staff.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, fair enough. Did everyone have the 4 gold to their equipment?
Yes.
Yeah. John, did you add the
No.
previous 4 gold you got from your busking as well?
I've
Yep.
not added the newest 4 gold though.
Right.
Right.
Do that. So then, you guys then recover. You tend to your wounds, make
Long
camp
rest.
again, and have a long rest through the night, which
Where do
you're
you
all
find the long rest?
exhausted from. It be I forget. It depends what app you use and what device you're
Top
using.
left, there's a little bonfire logo.
There you go. Campfire button.
I can't see that.
Or click on your image.
Yeah.
Bring
that's
up. Yeah.
Your image.
Brings up
Oh,
a
yeah, image and
side
long rest.
option. Yeah, there you go.
And then take long rest.
Again, it depends what device you're using, depends what layout you've got and shit. So yeah, and at which point I think it's a good time to take a break.
Yes.
Because I realised I started without a drink and I'm gasping now. So
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, right.
Why didn't that work? Why didn't that reset my hit points?
Don't know.
What time?
But if it hasn't, just do it manually.
You tap it and confirm it.
We'll 10 minutes. So 10:40 we'll be
Yeah.
back.
Alright, cool.
Right? Back in 10 minutes. There we go. We're back in. So yeah, after an eventful evening of being ambushed by Colonel Pemberton, who now has his charred remains some way off from your encampment. I can. I'll do it afterwards. It's fine. But as you're assessing this pistol, it bears the mark of the King's Guard, but it is not a weapon you are familiar with. You would be able to, if you figure out how to load it and use it, fire it. You have to figure it out, but you still won't be proficient in it. Whoever uses it, whether that's yourself or anybody else. No, even Colonel Pemberton wasn't proficient in it. It's a pistol. You have to be proficient in firearms. Yeah. Yep, even Colonel Pemberton wasn't proficient in it. So, but yeah, you say you're looking at it, and it does bear the mark of the King's Guard. So, it seems like an official piece of kit, but nothing you've ever seen before. Yeah, don't know where the fuck this was coming from. Which you thought you knew it, but yeah. Sorry. If you can, if you figure out how to load it. Is it yourself? Yeah, I mean, as you're kind of chilling out before you fall asleep, you can have a go. You can spend maybe. But it's not entirely like a traditional flintlock. It's not got like a bag of powder and a ball. It's got like a little wax tube that has a little bag inside and the bullet. And you don't know your character doesn't know what's in that bag or what's going on. But if you want, you can spend an hour trying to figure it out if you roll an intelligence check for me. how much I'm crossing my fingers for a natural one right now. Ooh, yeah. You spend this hour trying to figure it out, and you can see that it's designed to be easy to use, but it does take you the hour to trying to figure it out. Yeah, basically there's a hinge on it which you can click it open with a little catch, and then it loading this charge in the correct way round, lock it back again, and you can then fire. And it does. So and you practiced a couple of times just to make sure you get it right. So let's say you expended 3 charges in trying to figure out how to load it, and then really figuring it out how to do it. Yeah, yeah. It is loud. It is noisy. Your hands get covered in black powder when you fire it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of kick to it as you do it. It's really, really loud, and it's a really nasty weapon to use, really, for both you and the person you're firing it at. So, yeah, it's not great, but it's there. It is a pistol which is in your possession. That's entirely your choice. So then, yeah, oh yeah, we'll sort that as soon as we've finished. I'll take you through the steps of adding it in. So if anything ever comes up again, then you'll be able to do it. So yeah, so you have everybody gets a full night's rest. I'm assuming that you put guards, you stand post, but I'm not going to go through it all because it's uneventful. He doesn't. So I'm just stretching my back a bit. Oh, there we go. Crack my back. So yes, he does not come back, even though you do keep watch through the night. And then morning comes around, and yeah, morning comes around, and now in the light of day, it's the signs of battle are more obvious. You can see the scorch marks from Meridian's many blasts that he sent off at them. Whether they hit or not, they still left plenty of scorch marks around. Not rings. His pauldron, leather pauldron, has the insignia of a colonel on it, just in the same way as Cadell's does, but it's different. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit scorched, but yes, you can. Yeah. So you're setting up a funeral pyre. That will take time. That will take the best part of the day. Because even though you're setting fire to them, it takes a long time and a lot of heat to be able to turn a body to ash. It'd be much more. It'd be the majority of the day. You might get maybe a couple of hours riding in before you have to camp up again. Entirely your choice. No, that lake's a day's travel behind you now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You can just throw him in the shrubbery up on the top of the mound. Yeah, it's fine. Doggo. Yep, yep. You can. That's fine. um, make a. You got to make a survival check then. I'd I'd say that covers pretty much camouflage. So that'd be survival on it. No, from the sounds of it, that job is yours. um. All right. What? Oh, in fact, I muted Meridian, didn't I? I do apologise. I muted you, and you are muted, Meridian. If you were talking, could you? Oh, it's muted for me then, because because obviously because whilst you were gone during the break, we had was it washing machine going or something like that? So I just muted you on mine. So it must obviously mute it just for me. So I will unmute you. Boom. There you go. So if you're muted for me, you're also muted for the stream. So, all right, fair enough. You think so? You've done your best. You think it's covered? Certainly wouldn't be able to see it from down in the this bit of a ravine. Yeah. You think it's all right? You're uncertain because there's no way of knowing for 100% certain. And so this, yeah, that's yeah, and that is the conversation as you're starting to pack the horses back up in the morning. Not in the morning. Well, yeah, because you hid the body, which is not going to take very long. So yeah, it's yeah, you're just packing up, and you set off once more. Um, you then spend about half a day's travel, and then you start to approach what is looks like a city or a large town, but it is it's been long since abandoned. It is ruined. Nature is starting to reclaim it. So starting to, it's done a very good job at being reclaiming it. It's been many decades since there's been anyone living here. Well, it's certainly nobody you know, Cadell, of anybody living here in your lifetime. Sorry? Approaching, it's a bit after midday, so maybe about, as I say, 2, let's say, thereabouts. You, um, you have, but you've never been in because you normally when you've been back and forth, you've been under orders to get to wherever, and generally with other soldiers. And then a panther just attacks. um, but no, and then yeah, you've never been in and never investigated, and to your knowledge, you don't really have much. Well, you don't have much knowledge of this place. For it's never been an active town or city in your lifetime. Seems pretty sizable from where you're approaching. You're a bit off it for now, but you can see it in the distance as you're approaching it, and it seems pretty big. I mean, it's not Angel Run, but it's big. Okay, detour it is. So you were heading. I don't know what's going to happen. You are heading in that kind of direction anyway. Um, so yes, you head more directly towards this city, and yeah, as you approach, the size of it does tend to actually be more impressive on you. It does look definitely more like a city than a large town. The buildings are quite tall, even on the kind of outskirts. They're looking more like three story buildings, even on the outskirts. So yeah, well, you did pass kind of like sort of ruins as you were kind of approaching on the very outskirts of buildings which are now just completely gone. Pretty much of just like bits of walls and a few bricks here and there, mounds where you think was a building of some sort, and the earth is reclaiming it. It is, yeah. There's trees, plants, bushes, a lot of creeping plants, all kind of all over these, especially over the tall buildings, all over it, and there's just life blossoming where humanity has abandoned it. And you kind of heading down kind of a main street. It's rather eerie to be walking down through an abandoned city. Um, so what's the marching order through here? Not from where you're at. All right. Make a perception. No, no. I mean, there's lots of buildings around, and how overgrown they are. It is hard to make out what buildings are what, whether they are residences, shops, or I mean, it's a fairly wide street that you're in, and it's just it's very difficult to tell what's much of anything. These are just buildings. Some of them are partially crumbled, falling down. Some of them don't look particularly stable. So it's very difficult to tell. Yeah, so it's very difficult to tell what what buildings are what in this city. I apologise for anyone watching. I think we had audio issues for a little bit, but it should be all right now. So yeah, so you're heading down. So what order is everybody in?
I'll go
As you're going down
in
this
the middle.
Thunder's in the
I'll
middle.
go to, I suppose I'll go to front.
I'm up front with Hector, me
Okay.
leading the line.
Hector and Cadell are at front, looking out for churches.
I'll stand
Yeah.
back.
Then Thunder, Meridian, and where's Arabella?
One behind me.
In the middle with Thunder.
In the middle with Thunder, then.
And then ready for R6.
Yeah, so Meridian is then holding up the back. So yeah, so as you're kind of moving along, Hector and Cadell, both of you make a perception roll, please.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's better. It's a 15.
Okay.
With that one, looking for churches. Yeah.
Perception plus 3. Is it 15 plus 3? So it's a 18.
Okay. You both notice some sort of movement. Not sure what, but some sort of movement in a building up ahead. Like something was in a window and then gone.
Oh.
You only noticed it because it moved away. You didn't catch what it was.
Did you see that as well?
I did. I saw something move.
Okay, guys, we should all be on guard here, but I think we should.
I think we're being watched.
Let's go have a little look. But everyone, be on guard, ready. I think by this point we should all de-horse, or what's the word for it?
Dismount.
Unmount.
De-horse.
Mount, yeah.
De-horse.
Yeah, de-horse.
Be away, horse. Right.
It was
Maybe we should all-
dismount. It was dismount, but from now on it's going to be de-horse.
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 Yes, let's all de-horse. And,
De-horse, quicker snaps.
yes.
De-horse.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
was
So
trying to think of unmount, but
De-horse.
yeah, I just said de-horse.
you all then,
Out of your body, man.
after
Bleeding,
the
yeah.
warning from Hector and Cadell, you get off your horses. Are you leaving your horses, or are you just drawing them along?
Draw them along.
I'm gonna de-horse
believe
you
we
and
should,
let's
yeah.
get the horse
Alright.
out of your hair.
Yeah, I believe we should be holding the
Meridian
reins.
becomes radiant once more.
Meridian's ready for some
But
shit.
that's slow on you,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So then, you carry on as you were. Make another perception roll.
Oh, is that everyone being?
It can be everybody, but it's you two are at the front, so that's why I was thinking it was just you
For
two.
now, we-
Yeah.
Perception.
I rolled a 3, so I've switched off
I rolled
that.
a 19 plus 3.
Okay. Hector does not see it, but then Cadell sees something very similar, not from the same building you saw before, because you were approaching that building. Hector was looking at that building, doesn't see anything, but you were looking further down and see very similar again. something in a window of a building disappears.
Guys, I spotted something else in the buildings over there. I definitely think we're being watched here.
Maybe we should rehorse.
maybe we should maybe we should be out
Rehorse.
get ready to run if we need to.
That's entirely your choice. Are you rehorsing?
Yeah,
Rehorsing.
rehorsing and
Okay.
I don't mean to be a downer, but is there much longer left? Because I've got
No, there's not going to be much left now, man. So you all get back on your horse, and then kind of ride with a slightly quicker pace than it would be just walking and drawing them in. And as you're riding in, you start to hear something, some sort of commotion. You can all make a perception roll for that because you can all kind of hear it.
do I
D20.
do I get from my sword?
Got a 9.
You're getting no warning tingles from your sword now.
All right, so my
I've got a
spidey sense
9.
is not. Spidey
No.
sense is not.
I see that longer. That was really funny. D20, yeah.
Yep, D20, and plus your
I've got a 9.
perception skill.
Well, 9 minus.
That is the question.
1.
Get 19 to
9 for me.
So what was Cadell's, sorry?
19 total.
Okay, Oribella.
Where's my perception?
Your perception is in the next tab.
It's under skills.
Yeah. Perception is +3 again. Like mine.
15 plus 3.
So it's
Okay.
18.
So just Cadell and Oribella hear it on the wind as you're riding through. You can hear what sounds to be people or groups of people maybe talking, possibly chanting, but also amongst that is screams.
Oh, dear.
We've got some fucking
Fuck.
devil worshippers or something here, haven't we?
Some things I like.
Somewhere from deeper within the city.
Well, towards the noise. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Carl, we've got to go and investigate, haven't we?
I'll beckon the party towards the noise.
I've just heard something. Come over here.
You can hear screams and some form of chanting. Again,
It's
everyone
quite unnerving.
be on your guard. But let's go and investigate this. Let's slowly trot our way up.
So you're slowly trotting your way in, that's fine. Yeah, so you are doing so. You are trotting off deeper into this abandoned city to investigate strange, mysterious noises and screams that you're hearing from within. And that is where we were going to end it
Oh,
for this week.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, John's got.
Yeah.
I can't get up
Yeah,
at
he's got
5.
working on. He's got a,
Cheers,
Combination-
guys. Cheers for
Combination
the.
of pear cider and painkillers has sent me to sleep.
It's all right.
About ready for bed as well.
Well, thanks everybody
Thanks,
for
everyone.
having a great return to D&D after our little break.
Yeah, it's good.
Cheers, dude.
when you close the stream, could I just ask everyone something before we all leave?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll close it off now then. Thank you everybody who is following us on this epic journey. Take care, everybody. Bosh.
Cheers, guys.
Bye bye.